Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking Love in Paradise Season 3. Um, what was the name of the episode? One second. Season 3, Episode 7, Cry Me a River. Sorry about that. So, quite a bit went down that I have opinions on in this episode, so we're just going to get on right onto it. I'm going to start with the first couple, and it'll be Jessica and Juan. So we all know Jessica and Juan. Jessica is pregnant, and she got pregnant when she went to Colombia to visit Juan on her last trip. And on this trip, she brought her two sons, and her best friend on the trip to Colombia. Now, we all know they're trying to get property down there, trying to get a house down there, apartments to work or whatever. So this episode, Jessica and Juan took the boys and Juan's brother out to like a picnic type park or something to have like a little picnic and everything. And they wanted to break the news that they're pregnant to the boys and everything. So prior to that though, now Jessica's boys, in Colombia, they have different kind of foods there, and in Colombia, and actually in any other place, like certain foods that doesn't sound normal to us is normal to them. And so they had like chicken feet, kind of remind me of the Chantel and Pedro's mom thing a few years ago on Happily Ever After. They had like chicken feet, and it was like a soup type thing. Jessica's boys were kind of little, they're 6 and 8 years old. Little disrespectful. They would keep on saying no, capital N-O. N-O, no, no, no. They didn't want to try nothing. Now, Juan had gotten really upset about that because, like, he was feeling like, the boys were running all over Jessica and was like, the kids should not control their mother or the adults, basically. And actually, I agree with that. I do think, like, those kids were a little bit disrespectful. I mean, maybe Jessica doesn't want to correct them on camera so she don't be labeled as a bad mom or abusive mom or anything, but I do think that unless it did happen, but we don't see it, she should have corrected her sons and got them in line, like, cause like I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm raised old school. If we said no to our parents, you will be lucky to be alive. Just saying. Just saying. Little rambunctious kids, but they're so cute though. So after all of that, after that, Jessica and Juan broke the they gave the boys these shirts saying that you're gonna be a big brother. And they broke the news that mommy's having a baby. You guys are gonna be a big brother again. And the oldest started crying. He cried so hard on. He's like, I don't want you to have a baby. It's too soon. You're gonna love the baby more than me, And I felt bad. That's sad, and that's typical kid feelings when you're a kid and your mom's about to have another baby and stuff, like, that's normal. So I felt for that little boy. But Jessica was like, nobody's gonna replace you. I'm not gonna love you all equally, this and that. It's gonna be okay and everything. And she had mentioned, and in those kids' defense, like, they've been through a lot. Like, their father's not in the life. What is he? She just separated from their father, and now they're in Colombia meeting Juan. Juan's about to be a stepdad to them and a new dad to a newborn and stuff. So yeah, it was a lot for those little boys. So I felt for them. I didn't like the no thing. I didn't like when they were kept on saying no, the way they were doing it. I ain't trying that. No, 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 and all that. So I hope that was corrected, like, behind the scenes and stuff. But anyway, that was Jessica and Juan, and it was breaking news this week, and I can confirm this, that Jessica did have her baby over the weekend. So congratulations to Jessica. She did have her baby this past weekend. Um, so so yeah, congrats to Jessica and Juan. Next couple I want to talk is Scott and Lydia. The language barrier is just too much for Scott. He has a terrible app that doesn't want to work. He can't communicate with Lydia, and it's just gotten to the point where he's just waving a white flag. He had to call in the producers to talk to him and get one of the producers to translate, because he's like, I'm done using the app. This is too much. I need someone to translate. So he called one of the producers over. They got a translator to have a conversation. Then he had told Lydia that, his ex-Colombian girlfriend, who was 29 years old, hit him up a few weeks ago out of the blue. They dated a couple years ago, and she just randomly ghosted him, but she came back, and now he has mixed feelings and stuff. And Lydia's just like, what? Like, I done asked you all about that. Me and Nicole done asked you about that last time, and you said there ain't nobody, and now your ex all of a sudden appears. He's just not being honest. He's not being honest. He's just he's using the language barrier as a crutch, and I understand his point, because yeah, it could be a little hard. It could be a little hard with that language barrier, but like, he should have known that. He should have known that. He really should have known that. And Lydia's just now had it up to here, so I don't know if it looked like they might be breaking up. I don't know. We're going to see next week. Judging by the previews, he has to face Nicole again, and it's just not going to go well. And yeah, so yeah, that was it for Scott and Lydia. I ain't going to spend too much time with them. Like, I didn't feel a connection with them. The language barrier is a problem, and I feel like he is a player, and I just don't take neither one of them serious. That's just my opinion on that one. So yeah, that was Scott and Lydia. Next couple I want to talk is Matthew and Anna. So they only got one scene in this episode. So they're still on Carnival. We all know what happened last week. Like, Matthew has to keep up with this young little girl from Brazil, keep up and party hard. So they're at Carnival day 2. They're dressed in this like cat and wolf kind of like costume and everything, and they go out and start partying on the street, whatever, dancing. And then all of a sudden, these two guys at different times come up. One guy comes up and starts hitting on Anna, and she says, back off, I'm with him, this is my fiance. And this guy was like, oh, let me just have one dance. So she's like, no, go away. And he's not understanding, but he could tell that he was hitting on her. And then so Matthew was upset, but he was happy that Anna stuck up for him and like pushed us to the side. Then another guy comes up and says, "Hey, are you with him?" Yeah, yes, this is my fiance. Oh, he ain't Brazilian. And she's like, "No, but he's still my fiance." He's like, and then. Yeah, and then she turned him down too. She's like, keep it walking. I'm with him. Go away. Nice meeting you. Blah, blah, blah. So Matthew's just like, like, I want to protect Anna, but she's a big girl. She could protect herself and everything. And I give Anna credit for that. Like, at least she was loyal and be like, nope, this is my fiance. This is my fiance. Go away. Those guys were really persistent, and it was kind of scary. And I'm glad Matthew didn't have to... She was like, I don't want to see Matthew get into a fight here and stuff and everything. But yeah, I give Anna real much credit for that one, for saying, hey, this is my man, back, go away, don't come up to me again and stuff. So yeah, kudos to Anna for that. So I hope Carnival ends. I don't think Matthew's really enjoying it that much, because it's just it's just, as I said last week, Anna's still in that party lifestyle, and I'm just not into that. And like I said, and I said this last week, I'm just never was into that kind of lifestyle, like the party out on the street and like all those people hitting on the girls and stuff. Like, I'm just not into that stuff. Like, it's cool, whatever floats your boat, but I just turned 31 years old. Like, I'm just focused more on success and building a better life for myself and my family. And that's all. But anyway, that was Matthew and Anna. And the last couple I want to talk is Jordan and Everton. I can't. I can't. This couple is another. I'm sorry. This couple is a joke to me too. So we all know Jessica. I mean, not Jessica. Jordan and Everton bought property down in Jamaica, and even though the property's in Jordan's name, she gave Everton power of attorney. Yeah, that's real smart. Now, she had to put a mortgage on her house to pay for that, but she still didn't have enough money. So remember when we first met her, she did custom fetish videos online, like sitting on that cake, popping balloons with her butt and stuff, like just really corny things. And so this episode, she's still not over the fact that she got that voicemail from that girl saying that Everton has been sleeping with me and stuff. I'm really surprised she forgave him, because she was just like, well, you know what, I'm not really being honest myself. She was like, so she met up with Everton. They went out to this like little beach type area, and she said, how I got the extra money is I made custom fetish videos, and she showed them. And Everton was like, that's a little weird. I'm not a fan of that, but, if it's helping, whatever floats your boat. So he was pretty supportive, but she was just like, maybe he's just being supportive because he wants me to forget about the voicemail and stuff. Maybe that's true. So later, this is where things got really weird. She talked him into, like, doing a video for just for his eyes only. They go to this like little waterfall. We all know Jordan is a nudist. She goes to this waterfall. She takes off all her clothes, and Everton films her just like posing completely nude, completely naked, just like over the waterfall. This like just all kind of positions and stuff. And Jordan had the audacity to say, this is for Everton's eyes only. Now, what dumb sense does that make? You had the camera crew filming that whole thing. There was a tour guide seeing the whole thing. Yes, it's blurred out for us to see, but it ain't for. Choose your words wisely. It ain't for his eyes only. Maybe the unblurred version is, but that tour guide got a nice view. The camera crew got a nice view. They seen everything. So how you gonna say this is for his eyes only? Use your head. Duh. Everton said that he's never been a cameraman for somebody naked before. Well, you could have fooled me. Jordan says that she's really adventurous and stuff. That's a little bit too much. A little bit too extreme. The tour guy was like, yeah, when the young lady started taking off her clothes, I was like, wow, am I dreaming? Girl, please. 90 Day Fiance, I love this show. I love all 6 spin-offs from 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Before the 90 Days, The Other Way, The Single Life, and now Love in Paradise. But we find some interesting characters all around. It's not just in America, it's all around. And the people who like really don't like the show and comment on like how these people are, they'll say, oh, these people are making our country look bad on this and that, like these people are weird, this and that. I'm not saying they're making our country look bad. That's a little bit too extreme. I don't get into the political aspect of that. But the stuff that I've seen on the show, but I will say this. It may be weird on some of the things that we see, but these are the extremes that people will go to find love. And I can't hate on that. I'm not hating on that. I can't say anything about that. To find their true love, no matter where in the world your true love is. I'm a firm believer there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for everybody, and no matter where you go in the world, I don't like how certain people are like, I'm just sticking to my own, like Americans, like, I don't want no foreign person. I don't need to go to another country to find my soulmate, this and that. Like, I don't really like that mindset, because I mean, it's a little bit discriminatory, a little bit, I mean, and then the same thing with in other countries. Some people are like, I don't want to go to America. Other countries hate America. They're like, Americans are ignorant. Americans are rude. They think they know it all. They're too free and all that. So I mean, it works both ways. But my opinion, I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody. So, and if you have to do like extreme things like getting naked on a waterfall, filming and saying that is only for his eyes only when the camera crew is watching and the tour guide is watching, then so be it. Just saying. Anyway, guys, that was it for this episode. We didn't see April and Valentine and Carlos and Valentine in this episode. Kind of glad. Those two couples are kind of like, Carlos and Valentine are, I don't know, they're on their last legs. April and Valentine, I don't know. April is coming off a little bit snobbish, in my opinion, a little stuck up. So we'll see them next week, but. Anyway, but like I said, congratulations to Jessica and Juan on their new baby. I can't wait to see what the rest of the season lies into it. We're already on episode 7. Normally with Love in Paradise, there's like 10, 11 episodes. So I think the season might be done here shortly, so that was quick. So we'll see. We got a couple more episodes left before this season is over. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've been trying to get through Match Me Abroad. I haven't had time to watch it. I'm going to try to watch it, but I'll be back on tomorrow to do Married at First Sight. So I'll see y'all again soon, and then I'll be back on Sunday to recap before the season 6 premiere, before the 90 days. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon.